Hey, what is happening, everybody? You are back with TheReal PG for another NFL player props video for today, Thursday, December the 8th. Before we get into today's video, if I could please ask you guys to smash that like button. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to get subscribed and hit that bell button for the most up-to-date information on player injuries, player line movement, and anything else in regards to today's game. Last but not least, if you take a look in the description section below, you're going to find three very important links. First is going to be for the free Discord. The free Discord is basically the heart and soul of our community. It's about 700 people right now, constantly talking NBA, NFL, NHL, Prizepicks, Thrive, you name it, 24 hours a day. Like I said, it is free. There's tons of value here. Check it out for yourself. Second link is going to be for the paid Patreon. So the Patreon has absolutely been smashing lately, guys, and you can take a look at that in the Discord if you come to the testimonial section. As a matter of fact, last night, my longtime friend from elementary school, Bill, hit for over $1,000, and he doesn't even watch basketball. As you can see, I know nothing about basketball, and that's totally true. He literally just took my picks yesterday, mixed and matched them right, and literally that's what people pay $40 for. And most people tell me the same thing, that it should be more, and it will be more in the future. So please, like he said, get in while you can. The value is insane. Like I said, check out the testimonials tab. It is strictly in regards to the Patreon. You can see all of people's wins. You can see people's comments, what they have to say about me and the Patreon. So this is all things you guys can check out on your own time, but this is a pretty brief summary of it. 17 and 3 day. So yeah, lots of good stuff going on in this community right now. Last but not least, the third link right here, Thrive Fantasy. Well, if you want to get behind the paywall and get in the Patreon, you can do it for free right now. You can get top tier all access VIP Patreon for free till the end of 2022, simply by coming over to Thrive Fantasy, signing up with my user code, capital letters PG. Then you need to just make a deposit of $10 minimum. You can deposit as much as you would like, and they will match 100% up to $100. And then lastly, you just need to make a paid play, whether it be in the contest lobby or the prop lobby. At that point, come into Discord and let me know, hey man, I've taken care of the Thrive requirements, as other people have done, come on in and they let me know, and I move them on in, and you will have all the Patreon plays immediately. I basically just verify it with Thrive, and by the end of the day, you will be in the all-access VIP Patreon and top-tier chat. So it is literally that simple, guys. Check out Thrive. They have a lot of awesome stuff going on over there. So, unfortunately, they just removed my second play from the board, literally while I was refreshing. So I got one play for you over here at the NFL. We're going to be looking at Derek Carr and his 21.5 completions. I do like this. Derek Carr has a great matchup. Davante Adams has the matchup of the year. It's a pretty brutal matchup for Josh Jacobs tonight, but through the air they should be just fine. If we take a look at Derek Carr and his 21.5 completions, minus 134 to the over, plus 101 to the under. I think this is a pretty safe look. Go ahead and lock that in. I also did have a Davante Adams prop, like I said, but it's been removed. If they bring back up Davante Adams yards or receptions over 7, yards over 89, 90, whatever, it is an over. I take it, yes. That being said, let's head over to Prizepicks and check it out. So, personally, what I like for Prizepicks is to use your Justin Herbert free square with the Davante Adams receptions over 7. This way, if you push, you're going to get your money back, and you're going to get your free square back if Davante pushes. But if we look on the books at Davante Adams, you will see that his over 6.5 receptions, so they have it at 7, of course, on Prizepicks. They always love to inflate lines, but it's minus 167 to the over, strongest line. You could also take his yards over 89.5. Every single prop I think will hit today. Every single Adams prop. Over 89.5 should hit. Over receptions should hit. Over 0.5 touchdowns should hit. Fantasy points should hit. 11 reception or targets should hit. All those literally are like cleanup. I mean, if we take a look at my Patreon real quick, just what I wrote up for my first looks here, just real quickly. So this season sets to be a smash spot for Adams. Basically, the Rams run a ton of zone coverage, specifically cover 3 and cover 4. Carr's average against these coverages, but Adams has a 40% target share against these coverages and averages 3.2 yards per route run, a very high number for this scheme. In addition to this, 6 different wide receivers have had a 100-plus yard game against the Rams secondary this season already. The Rams are going to be able to limit damage against Jacobs. So Adams should be stepping up in this matchup. He has had receptions of over 27 yards in the last 5 games. So I definitely see his 89.5 yards being smashed as well as his 7 receptions. So those are both plays to check out over here. Either one is good. I also am very high on the Derek Carr touchdowns over here at 1.5. I like this a lot. If we take a look on the books, they actually prefer the completions by just a little bit, it looks like. Or they did when I checked last. So minus 133 on yards. Where did it go? Minus 134 on completions. And then on the 1.5 touchdowns, minus 127. So they're basically all the same. The completions, the yards, and the touchdowns. Same thing goes for Adams. They're all pretty close, minus 167, 6.5, but it's a 7 line, which drops it to probably about a minus 135, minus 140. Then you got a minus 140 line for the yards, which makes sense. So, yeah. That's what I'm going to leave you guys with. So over at Thrive, we got Derek Carr over 21.5 completions. We're going to have to find something to match that with. Right now, if you wanted to, you could actually match it with Tyler Higbee. Because like I said, unfortunately, they pulled the Devontae Adams yards prop off as I tried to submit my entry. So I'm going to personally wait to see if they bring Adams back, but with a higher yardage number, because I'm more than comfortable taking him all the way up to 100. So yeah. That is the play over at Thrive. Again, if you go over to Thrive and sign up using promo code PG, capital letters, deposit $10 minimum, and make a paid play, you will get the top tier all access Patreon for free till the end of the year. Just got to come over to Discord and let me know once you've done it. And then over on Prizepicks, we've got the Herbert free square if you would like to use it. Devontae Adams over 7 projected receptions or 89.5 receiving yards. Either one is fine. And then Derek Carr over 1.5 passing touchdowns, or again, you could use the 21.5 completions, but I personally prefer the 1.5 passing touchdowns if I have the option. If you guys are tailing today, I wish you the best of luck. And until the next one, guys, peace.